Alright, now we're back to the G's, because we got Varric. Varric is a G character. I love Varric. He is really cool. That's the second G character we got for Legend of Korra. Varric, I never thought, Julie, do the thing. I never thought that got old. I loved it because he has a fantastic voice actor, I'll say that. Varric's voice actor was just spot on for this character, man. Like, if he had like an adult voice actor, man, his character probably wouldn't have even been as good, to be real. But no, I mean, this character will actually keep you on your toes because, like, there were times where I honestly couldn't even tell if this guy was a good guy or a bad guy, to be real. The thing I like about Varric is that throughout a lot of it, he is the type of character who strikes you as the type who only has his own, like, best interest in mind, his own self-interest in mind. And, like, it shows a lot. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, his character definitely, like, grows by the end of the series. And he becomes a little more, good-natured, for sure. But at first it's more, like, just all about, like, him. Like, he's all about himself. And but that makes for a really entertaining character, though. Varric was like pretty awesome. I really loved Varric. Very funny character. He wasn't just comedic relief. He was like a villain. He was like a sidekick. This guy, he was a very interesting character. Very entertaining too. Now speaking of Julie, we've got Julie right here, and I will say, because she was just a side piece to Varric's character. Uh, I do like her though, because I like the ending she got with Varric. I like how those two actually ended up getting married at the end of the series. I thought that was really cute. Um, where do I put her though? Because like I said, she's kind of, I'll put her in good because I remember they did give her like more stuff to do in season 4, so she wasn't like just a side piece, like thick and through. But yeah, I mean, she was a good character by the end of the show, I would say. Uh, very very cute character because I like how at the end I'm pretty sure she told Varric to do the thing, so that was really cute. So that's all I could really say about her, honestly. This guy Garbo, Dumbo, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's the main villain of season 2. Do not care. I couldn't care less about this character. Don't really remember his name. He just sucked. Like, yeah, like the whole big fight at the end of season 2 was like, I don't know, it was just pretty ridiculous. Like, it really made me like miss like the actual like bending of the Avatar series. Like, cause I'm pretty sure it was like a whole bunch of like spiritual nonsense at the end of season 2. And yeah, he was kind of like the reason behind that. And yeah, he was saying something about becoming the dark Avatar. Yeah, no thanks. Don't care. No, thank you, sir. Now that we have him out of the way, let's move on to a G, because Toph is an absolute G. I love Toph. Toph is awesome. Toph Beifong is that G, bro. She is that nigga, bro. I'll just say it. Like, Toph is really, really cool. She is, she's a blind earthbender, uses her bare feet to know her environment. Like, it's just a really creative concept. Love, 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 love Toph Beifong. I guess some people found it annoying, and I guess some people found her annoying at first. But nah, I mean, I thought the brattiness like was like perfect when she was first introduced. Like, I just thought it was like the perfect amount. They didn't like overdo it. They didn't like underdo it. Like, I thought she was just perfectly funny from the get go. And she's also just like fighting wise, just an absolute G. Like, obviously, she ends up being the one to teach Aang earthbending. She ends up being his mentor for that, and she was the perfect mentor for that. Just an awesome, awesome character, man. I was mentioning it earlier too. When she learned how to metal bend, like easily one of the best scenes in both series. Like easily, like top five, probably top three, even. Like I remember, I remember my sister watched that scene for the first time. She literally like got up and like clapped, like that's how like exciting and cool that scene was. That was just like her top G moment, like absolutely. She's just a kid, but man, oh man, she knew how to like be just an absolute G. I'm running out of words to describe cool characters at this point, so let me stop being like too redundant. And yep, we're on to this character, and you know what? This is it. This is the moment. This is the moment right here that we've all been waiting for. I don't know why I did that. Yep, we are going to add a row above. We are going to make it a nice shade of pink, just so it stands out. Wait, I don't know why I did that. Wait, let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. Sorry, bear with me. Alright, we are going to make this category a nice shade of pink, because pink is underrated. And we're going to call this category the GOAT, because we all know that Prince Zuko of the Fire Nation is the GOAT of the Avatar series. Zuko is the gold standard for how you write a redemption arc, like absolutely. The only bad thing I could probably say about him is just how his spiritual successor down here sucks. He is kind of like an insult to Zuko if you think of him as a spiritual successor, which he is. He is supposed to be the spiritual successor to Zuko. It's very obvious. But yeah, Zuko is just a phenomenally written character. Like, the best written character in the whole series, the whole universe. Just, like I said, the absolute gold standard. The GOAT, absolutely. Zuko is that dude, bro. If you have a differing opinion, if you think he's like worse than any of these characters, or you think he's only just as well, I mean, I guess you could argue that he's only just as good as any of these characters or any of the characters down here. Well, maybe not her, but or her, but yeah, if you don't think that Zuko is the absolute best as far as writing goes, and if you don't think that he has the best redemptive arc in media history, well, I got 3 words for you. That's rough, buddy. Alright, so I'm done gushing about Zuko. If you don't know, now you know. So, now we've got Uncle Iroh, and Uncle Iroh is a G. This is actually one of the only characters I could think of why you might consider him the GOAT of Avatar. Well, there are actually others, but yeah, I mean, he is definitely top tier. Uncle Iroh is awesome. I understand why people would say he's more of like just a generic mentor character. I totally get that. So that's why I could see him being pegged down a bit. But I mean, he's just such a wholesome, great, character overall. Like his conversations with Zuko, how he tries to get through with Zuko, and just overall enjoyment as a character. I think, he's really there. He's definitely a G. I love Uncle Iroh. Obviously, Tales of Ba Sing Se, that moment he has mourning his son, the absolute tearjerker for sure. I didn't actually cry, but it was really sad. The moment where I almost did cry though was when he like hugged Zuko and actually like forgave him. Yeah, I just thought that was a really genuinely sweet moment. Probably like the sweetest moment of both series, definitely. I really loved that, and Uncle Iroh was just like an awesome character, even fighting wise, because when he was just like, "Now, do you know why they call me the Dragon of the West?" And then Azula's just like, "Uncle, I don't have long for your long-winded, tale or whatever she said." Then he was like, "Actually, it's more of a demonstration." Then he like drinks his tea and then spits fire at them. That was awesome. Loved that scene. So yeah, Uncle Iroh, absolute G. All right, now we've got Suki. Suki, I would say she's a good character. She kind of teeters on serviceable in my opinion, but she's a good character. I like how she's part of the reason why Sokka can grow as a character because at first Sokka is like really like sexist, but then like it's because of her that he learns like oh what girls can do it too, like she really teaches him that. And she's just a good fighter overall. She's fun to watch. Just a really cool character. I like Suki. Really good. Wouldn't say great. Not in the same caliber as these characters, but she's a good character. I like Suki. All right, now we've got Azula. Y'all already know Azula is a G. Absolute G. I love Azula. She is actually a lot of other people's like absolute favorite character in both series, and that's respectable. That is respectable, but for me personally, like the writing for Zuko's redemptive arc is just like unmatched. It's just untouched. Like Azula is a very interesting character too, because throughout a lot of it, she does kind of just come off as like a 2D villain. But no, I mean, when you learn more about her and you like see her descent into like absolute madness, like that's when you realize, okay, this is actually a very well thought out character for sure. The beach episode, man, I can't believe I forgot to mention the beach episode thus far. It really elevated her, Zuko even more so. It elevated her, Zuko, Ty Lee, and so this last character that we're getting to, May or Mai. I can't remember if it's May or Mai, honestly. But yeah, it really elevated her. It put her in a much more lighthearted setting. It was kind of like cute trying to see her like flirt with boys and everything. Um, Also, but really, like her peaks were like her descent into madness and her fight with Zuko. Oh my God, that was just such a visually stunning battle. Probably it was probably more impactful than it totally was more impactful than Aang versus Ozai. Honestly, although Aang's like his moment, his decision where he uses energy bending to stop Ozai's bending. I mean, that was pretty like top tier. Like that was a writing decision that I like did not expect at all. That was really cool actually, but still though, thematically speaking, the fight between these two was just it was something else. It was untouched, unmatched for sure. Um, yeah, I mean, Azula was just a fantastic villain. It was, her not being in book one, her and Toph not being in book one, like that just immediately makes book one the worst book of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not the worst book in both series, not by a long shot, but just Avatar: The Last Airbender alone, that makes book one the worst one. Just by not having these two characters in it, because that's two G's that they're missing right there. But yeah, Azula, absolutely fantastic villain. Uh, Yeah, just not as good as Zuko in my opinion, just because like even though her descent into madness was very well done and like very like easy to see like why it was happening. I guess like the reason why I peg her down is just well, I'm not even really pegging her down. I'm just saying that Zuko is like my favorite character of all time when it comes to the Avatar universe. It's more just like if the show was longer and they did more with that like mental breakdown, that's that would probably like elevate her more, and that's when it would probably be harder for me to decide between these two for who's like the better character. But still, no points taken away from Azula for sure. That's just more an issue of the show not being longer, honestly. So Azula, fantastic, fantastic, chef's kiss. All right, now last but one of the least for Avatar, the Avatar universe, we've got May. I can't remember. I'm gonna put her in good category because I actually did really like her and feel bad for her in the beach episode, at least. Well, just that one part in particular. I mean, you all know which part I'm talking about. Because throughout a lot of it, she was kind of just that annoying emo chick. But I mean, her moment though, where she turned on Azula though, like in the Boiling Rock, like that was actually really cool. That was a really cool moment for sure. She loves Zuko more than she fears Azula, and that was a really cool moment for May. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, people were really salty that Zuko ended up with her instead of Katara. um, I mean, I guess Katara with Zuko would be a cooler relationship than Katara with Aang and Zuko with May, but like as I was saying in the last videos I made, I'm not really that into romance in TV shows anyway, so I'm not really like that, butthurt about that type of thing, so it was a whatever type of thing for me. But hey, I mean, maybe with the live action remake coming soon, maybe they'll change that. So people who are crying about it can stop. Maybe once. Well, if the live action remake even ends up being any good, because. Yeah, I saw those screenshots, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I'll be honest. I made a Facebook post about it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be not so good. Probably unnecessary because Avatar: The Last Airbender is pretty much a masterpiece, and I don't think it needs to be touched. I really don't. I really, really don't. The only thing I think they should do with it is just, like, make more of it, Like, I don't think anything needs to be redone at all, so. I don't really get people's fascination with live action remakes. Like, Disney's been doing it to death as of late, and it's like super annoying. I don't know why I circled over Azula when I said that, but whatever. But yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender is a masterpiece, made one of the best redemptive arcs of all time. Uh, there was something else I wanted to say about Zuko. I totally I forgot to mention. I know I forgot to mention this. Zuko, when he made that turn in the Crossroads of Destiny, when he went after Aang, that was looked down upon by a lot of watchers. But no, I thought that was like awesome. Like I thought that was very well. I guess the only little thing was like just the follow up in that same episode. Like I guess it could have been done a little better because he was just kind of like afterwards. He was just kind of like, "Do you think Father will give me my honor back now?" And it kind of did seem like a little like lameish. Like I guess you could have seen like they could have shown off a little more like inner conflict as opposed to like making him feel like he was back to his season one self. But I mean, I still thought like the moment where he turned was just like awesome. Like, cause personally, I didn't really see it coming. To be honest, like maybe that makes me seem like an idiot, but whatever. Uh, I didn't see it coming, and like it made perfect sense for his character too, because I mean he's not gonna make a 180 like just like that, you know. Like so, season 3 did a fantastic job at making his turn to the good side more natural. So still one of the best redemption arcs like ever made. Like that, and that's just a little like nitpick though. What I mentioned, that's a very minor nitpick that I mentioned. Still, Zuko, phenomenal character, absolutely phenomenal. Top marks. You know, his writing so crisp. It's crispier than Crispix without the milk. That's how crisp it was. Crisp. I would even call this category just crispy. I would call it that. But anyways, yep, this is a movie length now. Yeah, not a whole lot of. I might just split this into parts, honestly. Yep, that's it, y'all. That's my definitive Avatar character list. And if you disagree, make your own list. Uh, yep, this is mine. Read it and weep. This is it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell icon for more content and you never miss a video.